Hello, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Cello. Hello. So on today's video, I am actually going to go over my workout split as of the past couple of months. I know, like I mentioned in my last video about like my workout split and like how I've been doing things a little different than normal. It's true. So normally when as you've seen previously on this channel, when I focus on weight loss, I normally focus on leaning out and shredding and cutting and just trying to get as small as possible. And I typically obsess with the number on the scale, to be honest. Like, we're all victim to it. This time around, the word of the day is body recomposition, which is, I know you guys have probably heard it around like the YouTube realm, but body recomposition is basically muscle focused and fat or like weight focused, which is basically, like in layman's terms, when the body focuses on losing fat and gaining muscle. So this time around, I'm really focused on getting stronger. So I weight train 4 days a week. Every day that I work out, if I work out 4 to 5 days a week, I'm grabbing weights and I'm lifting them things. Lifting and gripping. I'm really focusing on like lifting weights. I lift weights 4 days a week. And like, the goal this time around is just to get stronger and focus on losing inches rather than pounds and hitting new PR records instead of just doing hella cardio. As you guys may have seen in my last video, this is my handy dandy notebook. Like I said, I literally write like everything in here, and at the beginning of the year, I wrote down goals that I want to hit. And this is it right here. This is it. So for this year, 2022, like I said, your girl want to get stronger. And I have a goal for each weight exercise, like my favorite weight training exercises that I love to do. So my goal for squats is 135. I know that's like pretty low, but considering I'm like, I want to call myself an intermediate beginner with this weight-ish, that is just hitting the 100 club for any weight training exercise will be like goals for me. So for my squat, like I said, 135, I want to be able to squat that. I want to be able to deadlift 150. I want to hip thrust at least 120. Chest press, I want to get up to 100 pounds. And leg press, I want to do at least 150, at least. And then I can go up from there. Oh yeah, and then also I have like some body weight movements that I've never been able to do my whole fitness journey, fitness life, and that's push-ups and pull-ups. Push-ups, I want to do at least 5 normal body weight push-ups, not on my knees. I want to be upright and push. That's the goal. And then pull-ups, I want to do at least 1 pull-up, just 1. So I have been actively going ever since I started my body recomposition journey. I have been actively pushing these numbers, and they remain in the back of my head, and I keep that in mind without neglecting my form. That's another thing. It does no good to push all this weight if your form is trash. Like, your back shouldn't be curved in deadlifts. We need straight back, straight neck, low, slow, and controlled weight. Like, you got to do it right. So as of yesterday, with my squat, I can squat 60. My deadlift is 60 pounds. My hip thrust is 50. My chest press is only 45. Push-ups, I can do one normal push-up. Pull-ups, I can't even dead hang. Like, I do the assisted pull-ups, but we getting there. I'm still trying. And leg press is 115. And, you know, considering I have only started back working out after taking almost a year off, I've only been back consistent for going on 2 months. February will be officially my 3rd. That's pretty well. I'm proud of myself. I'm not gonna, of course, I'm my own worst critic. We're all our own worst critic. And of course I can push myself harder and better, but I'm proud of myself for the journey and how consistent I've become. That's the one thing I'm proud of myself with, focusing on body recomposition instead of a number on the scale. Is like, I commit to myself at least 4 to 5 days a week to go to the gym. I commit to myself to wake up and work out, no matter how I'm feeling, no matter if Mother Nature is here. I commit to myself because I owe that to myself. I owe myself a healthier lifestyle. I owe myself to be stress-free. I owe myself everything I desire to chase after, because it's my life and I deserve everything that I want to get, so I'm proud of myself for the consistency. But now that I've become more comfortable with moving weight in these workouts, it's time to amp it up. So I'm going to bring you guys along with me on the journey with my workout splits among the course of this year, so you can see my growth and see my journey. Okay, so now that I've gone over my fitness goals, what I'm doing with body recomposition, now it's time to get into this workout split. So like I said, I work out 4 days a week. On Mondays is typically push day. Push days consist of chest, triceps, and shoulders. So I tend to do 4 sets of 10-15 reps, or I do as many reps as possible until failure. That's another thing I need to get into. I need to explain. But anyways, I do as many reps into failure. And I tend to do exercises such as chest press, chest fly, a closed grip chest press for chest. Those are some of my favorite movements. Oh yeah, and push-ups. Another great movement I love to do for triceps is overhead extensions, tricep kickbacks, tricep dips, assisted and body weight, and then skull crushers. Skull crushers hurt like a mug. The pain is so good, but I love it. And then another movement I like to do for shoulders, I like shoulder press, Arnold press, forward and lateral raises, dumbbell jumping jacks. I call them dumbbell jumping jacks, where you take dumbbell, I normally use 3 to 5 pounds, and I just jump rope, and I'm working my shoulders as I jump rope. So yeah, there's that. So that's typically a normal push day. And then on Tuesdays, I do quads and calves. So I focus on quad movements and calf movements, such as forward lunges, walking lunges, sitting leg extensions machine, goblet squats, various squat variations, side lunges. Lunges in general is your girl best friend on quad day, because I get the biggest burn and biggest fatigue when I do such. And then for my calves, calf raises, weighted calf raises, elevated calf raises, so I can really go in depth with it so I can build these strong calves, because I love to walk in heels and I want my legs to look good. Yeah. And that's a typical quad and calf day. Wednesdays are normally back and by. Now that's my favorite day. Like, I know most girls are like, oh, I love legs because I want to grow the booty. I want to grow my back. I have officially come to the conclusion, I've seen it to believe it, I'm officially a believer, you have to grow that back if you want that slim waistline. And your girl has been growing her back. Like, I've been growing, we've been working. So back and biceps day it's like my favorite day of the week. Like, oh my goodness. So for biceps, I go on the cable machine and I do bicep curls on the cable machine. I also do normal dumbbell bicep curls. I do Zottoman curls, which is basically a bicep curl. Then you turn down and you go back down like that. Oh yeah, hammer curls. Hammer curls are for the girls. Curls are for the girls, period. And then I move on to back. So I'm done with biceps. I do my typical normal movements for biceps. I tend to rotate them. And that's that. Then back, I go in with back. I do single lat pull downs, rear delt flies, rows. I do single arm rows. What else do I do? Oh yeah, I do assisted pull-ups. I do dumbbell bent over rows, barbell bent over rows, like every type of row, pull down, you name it, I do it on back day. And I slowly but surely go up in weight. Like, back day is really the day I love to do, like, I call it progressive overload, or like, this is my version of drop sets, where basically I'll start the set off with like, because like I said, I always do 4 sets of each exercises and I do 10 to 15 reps. On back day, every other week I'm doing progressive overload so I can steadily increase how much I can pull. So on back day, I start off with the lightest weight, doing 15 of those, and then I increase the weight and I go down to 12 and I do 12 reps. Then down to increase the weight, and then down to 10 and increase the weight, and I go down to 8. And if I'm feeling bold that day, I increase the weight and I do 5. Like, I just love the feeling of being able to just pull it. Like, it just makes me feel so good. But that's what I do on back day. Like, back day is chef's kiss, everything. Like, that's normal. That's normally my split, like, that's normally my workout for back and bottom. And then the last day of the week is the gluteus maximus and the hammies. Of course, gotta grow, gotta get the gains, because if I want that hourglass figure, I need to work my back as well as work my lower body. So on those days, you know, I do RDLs, I do hip thrusts, Bulgarian split squats, leg press, good mornings, which is very similar to deadlifts. I do them seated and standing up, and I do step-ups. Step-ups are very underrated. If you don't know what a step-up is you take a dumbbell, or you just use body weight, and you step up on the bench like that you do weights on, or you step up on an elevated surface and you step up and you put all the weight on the leg that you step up with. You don't use that back leg that's just dangling right there. It's supposed to be dead weight. You're supposed to put all your weight on that front leg so you can really feel it. And of course, you know, step ups are good for the quads, but it's also underrated for the booty too. So that's that. And I do progressive overload with leg day too. I don't do it as often as I would back day, but I still do it. Especially like if I'm lucky enough to get like a Smith machine, or like a weight thing, like a barbell, like weight area. If I'm lucky enough at the gym, if I can find one. Oh yeah, progressive overload that day. We're adding weight, seeing how much I can pull. But normally, I'm not so lucky. So, but I still do that. So that's what I do. And I know you guys are probably asking, where's the cardio? Where's the core? Blah, blah, blah. I always do cardio and core after every workout. Meaning, I incorporate jumping jacks, jump rope, kettlebell swings, toe taps, something to build my heart rate, elliptical, stair climber. I do something, I incorporate something to get my heart rate pumping and up. Because let's be honest, like, you can weight train all day, but to lean out and see the results, you have to do some form of cardio. So I typically do cardio after I weight train, or in the midst, like at the end of my workouts. And then also when it comes to core, with every workout like I do, I have 2 to 3 like core exercises, and I tend to superset them. So that'll be like my mini hit workout for the day or whatever. Like, I'll superset and do things like sit-ups, Russian twists, mountain climbers, leg lifts, flutter kicks, scissors, L-sits, stuff like that. So yeah, that's my workout split. That's what's been working for me. And I've been doing this program. I came up with it myself, and I've been doing this program for the past 2 months that I've been working out. And yes, the number may not have changed on the scale much, but I have lost inches. I don't care what no one says. Call me delusional. I've lost inches. And in fact, I'm gonna insert some pictures, maybe on this side, maybe on this side, who knows. But I'm gonna insert some pictures at the beginning of my journey. I started circa Thanksgiving last year, like the week before Thanksgiving. And then I'm gonna insert a pic of me this morning that I took. Like, I see the difference in my thighs and my stomach. Like, my waistline has shrunk, and so have my thighs. They've become leaner looking, and I'm very proud of myself. I'm very proud of my progress. Like, for the number to not change on the scale much, but I see so much progress within my body, just shows that it's proving what I'm mentally going through, that I don't need a number on the scale to validate my weight loss journey. Like, you in here pushing this weight, pushing this, doing that, like, you changed your eating habits. That number is that number. Your body is showing something completely different. Like, some of my non-scale victories include my blood sugar being lower, me giving up alcohol, me giving up sweets, not craving it, smooth, clear skin because I have to drink a lot of water. Yeah, and then my clothes fitting better. So those are like some non-scale victories that are just giving me all the motivation in the world, and I just love it. Like, this workout split is something I'm a stick to, and I'm only gonna increase it and make it more difficult and more difficult as my journey progresses, and I can't wait to see the results. So that's pretty much the gist of this video. Like, me talking about my workout split and body recomposition, what it is, and how I'm applying it to me, as well as yeah, like my goals, my fitness goals and stuff like that. And so yeah, oh yeah, am going to insert a clip of me meal prepping after this, so stay tuned to that part. It's a quick meal prep, just some chicken and vegetables, but add a little spice. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Deuces, but not really deuces, because you're gonna watch the next part and you're gonna see me meal prep, and then that'll be deuces. But as of me talking, deuces. Okay, so this is the ingredients for today's meal. As you see, it's real simple. Got some chicken and some canned veggies, and we're gonna make it work. We're going to start off first with this chicken. Have your chicken washed. And I'm going to take a drizzle of oil and rub it in. These are the seasonings that we're using today. Got good old black pepper, garlic, parsley, onion, paprika, and salt. Going to start off with just a sprinkle of salt. Add a sprinkle of pepper. A lot of sprinkle of pepper. A good old gush of garlic. A good old gush of paprika. I was kind of heavy-handed with that paprika, no cap. Okay, after the paprika, I'm going to sprinkle some onion powder and some parsley, just for garnish, you know what I mean. And then I'm going to mix it all together, and this is how it's going to look after it's mixed up. Luscious and seasoned. And next we're going to throw it in the air fryer on 400 for 35 minutes. Flip halfway through. Okay, next we're moving on to our veggies. These are veggies of choice today. So I'm going to add in my spinach, a can of spinach on the aisle. Then after the spinach, 1 tablespoon of butter, a sprinkle of salt, a sprinkle of pepper, and then lastly mix it together and then cover it up and till it's done, which is normally like 7 to 10 minutes. It really don't take long to cook. Next, I'm move on to my peas. You missed me seasoning my peas because I forgot to record it. We'll hit record. And I just add like a 4th cup of them sliced potatoes in there. Next, I moved on to my cauliflower. Put it in the microwave for 6 minutes. Let it steam up real quick. Ploop, plopped it in there nice and sexy. Once that sucker's out, 1 tablespoon of butter, a sprinkle of salt, a lot of salt, a sprinkle of black pepper. I can't be eating no bland food. Gotta make sure it's seasoned, obviously. And a sprinkle of onion powder for pizzazz. And that's the chicken fresh out the air fryer, looking all nice and luscious. Yes, God. Add a 4th cup of this barbecue sauce right here from Kroger's. It was cheap on sale and it's real good. After it's stirred together, that's how it's looked. That's the finished product. Let's get into it, yeah. And this is the rest of the plate. I got my veggies. Got my sweet peas in the back, my cauliflower, and my spinach. And then off camera, I made some roasted squash and potatoes. Yum, yum, yum. Now, this is me putting it together. So, on 2 days, I had spinach. And on another 2 days, I had sweet peas. And then on another 2 days, I paired the sweet peas with the cauliflower. And then I paired the sweet potatoes and the squash with the spinach on the other 2 days. You know, got to add some variety. This is my way of not getting bored with food because, yes, I want to eat healthy, but no, I don't want to eat boring. Like, who wants to do that? Nobody. Exactly. Okay, so this is the chicken. That's how it turned out. And for each plate, I added about like 4 pieces. Um, I don't know how many ounces that is because I don't weigh my food, but yeah, just 4 pieces just to hold me over. And it's still like really, really filling. Okay, so this is the final product. First meal, sweet potato spinach. Second meals and the fourth meal is chicken, peas, and cauliflower. Third meal is chicken, squash, and spinach. This is very macro friendly. If you guys want to know the macros, I will definitely have them down below in the comments. And thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. See you in the next video. Deuces.